Hello and welcome. Today we will be conducting a lab that teaches students that electricity is a source of electrical energy, and this energy can be converted into light, heat, sound, and motion through electrical appliances. The name of this lab is, How Does It Work? The materials you will need for this lab include batteries, small light bulbs, small DC motors, wires, whiteboards, and dry erase markers. The Sunshine State standards in this lab have students investigate and explain that electrical energy can be transformed into heat, light, sound, and motion. The inquiry question for this lab is, the group that can generate the most type of energies such as light, sound, heat, and movement using a battery, wires, a DC motor, and a bulb in 10 minutes wins. Sketch your setup on your whiteboard. The conclusion statement for this lab is, light can be generated by the bulb because of electrons moving in its filament, and heat is also generated after a while. The DC motor creates motion due to the flow of electrons and the change of polarizations from its internal magnets. Now onto the lab. First, break your students up into groups of 3, give them the materials, and issue them the inquiry question. Give them about 15 to 20 minutes to assemble their devices and sketch their schematics on the whiteboards. Here's what the experiment will look like. First thing you want to do is we're going to generate light. So you want to clamp some of these cables, or wires if you have them, and tape them or clamp them to the light base. And then what we're going to do is, in order to get the light to work, you have to have a closed circuit. So you have to attach one end to the positive end of the battery and another to the negative end, and the light bulb will light up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to generate motion, even a little bit of sound. Obviously the light is going to produce heat. It isn't a little hot to the touch already. We have our small DC motor, and we're going to clamp, once again, our cables onto either side of the DC motor. And I'm going to turn it around so you can see this right here is actually going to swivel. And I'll show you inside if I can, will also move. And then once again, we'll connect one side to the positive side of the battery and one to the negative. And there goes the motor. After the lab is over, lead a class discussion comparing and contrasting everyone's creations. Some possible questions to ask include, what creates electrical energy? Name 4 forms of energy that electrical energy can be converted into. This concludes today's lab. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.